First thing we must do is to understand how to watch God. God created us to multiply. So when we are desiring something from God or a human want, we first must understand how it works. Now, a lot of people will get on their knees. They will continue to affirm affirmation to themselves because they desire in their prayers. And in the process of praying to God, first we must understand how this thing is coming into this physical reality. The first thing God said, be still and know that I am God. Once again, that's the most important thing, is to surrender, take that step back, and start watching the Father do His job. Because you already done your job. You already desire in your heart. You already planted the seed. Because anything you can ever want in your life is already done. It's already done. Only thing you have to do is take the back seat and start watching God. Now, in this saying, I will stand my watch and set myself on a mountain and watch to see what He will say to me and what I will answer when I am corrected. Then the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain on tables, that he may run who reads it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it will speak, and it will not lie. Though it tarries, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Listen, my brothers and sisters in Christ. Anything you can possibly want in your reality, God have given it to you. When God have given us dominion, anything we want, we can have. But with man, we make it impossible to have it because we set limits in our head. Our mind is the most powerful instrument that God have given us, and also our heart. When those two are merged, we are creating our reality. That's the gift that God have given us, to create whatever's that's in our heart. So, when you put your trust in God, you must take that back seat. The reason why I say that, because let's say if you are trying to manifest a new job, or let's say you praying to God that you want your relationship to get better. Now let's take those two topics. You want to manifest a new job, and someone else is praying to God that they want their relationship to become better. Let's break it down. So when God said, be still and know that I am God, you acknowledge in God that there's a God force that's going to answer your prayers. You know, when you start, first you asking like, God, I want my prayers to be answered. The next step, once again, you must start watching God. The thing that we go wrong is we will ask and then we will try to figure out how it's going to come. That part do not belong to us. It belongs to the Lord. That's why God said, for the vision is yet for an appointed time. It's God's plan. God have the wisdom. God know everything. He's all seeing. And if you trusting in God, God's time is better than mine or yours. He knows exactly what in the future. So once again, we must take that back seat and start watching the Father do the work. Now, the mind is a multiplying machine. That's how God created us. So let's say if that person is asking for this job and they believe that God is giving it to them, then they would start to say, when is going to happen? So when you immediately say that, the mind going to jump and multiply something else. Or I think it have a way of you asking a question, then it will give you the answer, and then it'll come back, you asking a question, then it will give you an answer. Then before you know it, you wasted hours of unnecessary stuff that's in your heart. And then up top of that, it's true. Now it has to create. Now most of the time it's a bunch of negative things that we going back and forth trying to figure it out. What really we could have done is just say, God, I want this new job. And then just leave it as that. And then when the thought comes and just try to play with you like the enemy would try to throw in your mind, just say, God is working on it. He's doing his job. He told me wait. He told me wait for the appointed time. I'm waiting. I know he's going to provide. Simple as that. Once again, it's simple as that. Now, let's go on to the relationship. Someone is praying for a better relationship. Sometimes they may go deep because they experience something, certain things, and then they would go back and forth the same way. Oh, I want this to get better, but this person continued to do that, and then it would go down memory lane, and then before you know it, you lost for like 2 days with those same thoughts. And how did you take the time out to trust in God? There was no God in that. You just got lost in your own thoughts. So once again, be still and know that he is God. And trust God. And that's how you watch God do his job. And once again, if you watching God, everything will open up for you. Peace, be still, and I wish you much love. Share this video if you love someone, and let God's will be done in heaven as it is in earth. This is Tyrone Filmore.